This is We Call the Shots, where we give you the latest gaming information and news. We voice our opinions, and now it's your turn to voice yours. This is your host, John So Coolio, and here next to me is my co-host,
Akuma here.
and today we're going to have a very interesting topic to talk about. We want to talk about whether or not video games could adopt a similar kind of program, or like this
Like system.
a system thing similar to that of Netflix, but it in all like available for access on PSN, on our PlayStation 3s or XBLA. And a lot of you guys probably know about the service called Onlive, where it does live streams and it allows people to play these crazy high-end graphic games on low-end PCs and laptops and anywhere, and it's all live stream. And me and my co-host here, Akuma, were thinking about how awesome would that be if they could translate that service onto our PS3 and on Xboxes and stuff, and even maybe in Nintendo. So I don't know. What do you think about this, Akuma?
Yeah. One of the things we were talking about was the graphics and how because you're streaming, it's not going to be as good.
Yeah, it's a lot more low res.
If you're talking about the Wii, it's not going to take that much of a hit because the graphics aren't crazy in the first place.
Well, it could be for the next Nintendo console.
Yeah, for the next Nintendo console, it's going to be HD, right?
Yeah, but I feel as if the service for OnLive would work better for Sony and Microsoft, but that's the big thing is the used game market. GameStop has such a crazy hold on the video game industry and the used game market, and personally, I feel as if this service, if OnLive was able to transfer over and be on our on our service menus, then that would literally take all the power away from GameStop and the used game market and make publishers stop complaining about used games. And there's just so many more benefits I think that could happen from it.
Yeah, because GameStop everyone who has been to GameStop knows that they overcharge for used games
It
so
is
much.
so expensive.
Yeah, and they do it because they can. They're just a business trying to make money just like in any other business.
But that's why
you have to keep it in check. So.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that this online service, if this is on our XBLA servers and our PSN just menu browsers, then this puts GameStop on the fence, and they gotta basically reconstruct their whole pricing system for their used games. Because if we could just stream live video games from the convenience of our home, then who the hell wants to go to GameStop and buy a used game when they could just do it at home and just get it instantly without driving and wasting gas?
Exactly. Especially when gas prices through the roof. Who wants to be going out?
But yeah, like this is just all this is just what we want. This would just be a really crazy thing. But I'm pretty sure, I know for sure there's gonna be a lot of issues.
Exactly.
OnLive, they touted themselves as the console killers, the PC killers, that they're their own console. But I think that the OnLive, the CEOs and everyone should kind of alter their goal and become more like a Netflix service. If they do that, I believe that their revenue values, everything will just blow through the roof, and they will become one of the most powerful companies in entertainment media, because video games are so crazy now. And pricing wise, OnLive is not a cheap service, and I personally, if they were to translate it to a PS3 or Xbox 360, this service, I would pay $20 a month for this service. But I think that's the sweet point. $20 a month. I wouldn't be surprised if they charge $30, because if they get every single game from every single publisher, you could stream every single game. That'd be really crazy, But
yeah, I mean, you're gonna have an issue with the PlayStation Network and the XBLA because they have their own system. It's like you go on, you buy your games, and you buy it, the online games. So they're gonna have an issue with that. So they're gonna have to like work out with some type of agreement
Yeah,
with OnLive.
yeah, like OnLive is gonna have to pay Sony and Microsoft a lot of money to get their services onto
Yeah, it's probably
their
gonna be
game systems.
some type of revenue sharing or something like that.
Yeah, that but then that's why that's why I'm saying after they, if they ever can make an agreement or like some kind of agreement where both all the people are happy, I would happily pay a $20 service fee every month for OnLive, and just down like have an assortment of games at the tip of in my controller. Like I
Mm-hmm.
could just play any, if I want to play like Halo 3, or no, like I could just play that. That'd be so crazy when it
Mm-hmm.
on a PS3.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, but then there are restrictions, and I know that they'll probably put a lot of restrictions. For instance, OnLive is gonna not only have to pay revenues to Sony and Microsoft, but they're gonna have to pay for all the publishers, because the publishers,
Who
I
make the games?
yeah, that make the games, they're gonna just keep on losing more and more
Yeah.
money if people aren't buying their games. So what I think would be a perfect resolution for that would be to not have any achievement statuses first off, because they should not tie OnLive is just its own service. It'll save your games and stuff like that, but you don't get any achievement points. You don't get any trophies. So if you really like a game, let's say if you really liked, you know, I don't know, Modern Warfare 3 when it comes out, they could have that on Live. But if you want to get all those achievements and all that stuff, you gotta buy the hard copy, pay your $60, get that, get all your trophies so that everyone knows that you have the game. But if you just want to play it for 1 or 2 days, just the multiplayer, get that like Modern Warfare fix, play it on Live and do all that, play the single player campaign, you're done. You don't have any problems. You don't have to worry about shelling out $60. And not only that, that GameStop, what are they gonna do? They have no people reselling their games, and they can't rip off consumers.
Yeah, then the price is gonna lower. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just supply and demand, basic
Yeah.
supply and demand.
It-
So it's gonna be a lot more fair in that sense. Where if you do want to get achievements and stuff, you can do GameStop or you can do GameFly or whatever. But in this sense, this is a lot more convenient. So
Yeah.
that's why.